This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys, quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. How do you prepare for a video shoot? Solid prep is the key to making videos people can actually bear to watch. Bernice, the owner of Green Growing Things plant stores, has decided to make videos. She and her fiancé Melvin are looking forward to their wedding, and she's determined to create a video series for their guests. She wants the guests to know precisely how to behave. It is the bride's big day after all. One person's micromanaging is, as they say, another person's perfect wedding. Being an action-oriented executive, she just turned on her webcam and started recording. 15 minutes later, she played it back only to discover, much to her horror, that it's incoherent. The sound is tinny and unflattering. Her skin looks pasty white. Oh, and that false eyelash malfunction should never ever have been caught on tape. She's at her therapist's office working through it right now. Whether you're doing a webinar, a recorded video, or a video conference, you can use a simple pre-flight checklist to avoid some of the most common mistakes that make video less than compelling. 1. Budget enough time. In an ideal world, a 5-minute video takes 5 minutes to produce. That's so cute. In the real world, a 5-minute video takes hours to produce. When you're planning for any presentation, meeting, or recording that uses technology, be sure to schedule 15 to 30 minutes beforehand to set up and double check that everything is working. The one time you forget to check is the one time that everything will fail the instant you go live. Budget enough time to run the tests, and also enough time to fix things when, not if, they don't work. Even if you plan to use a video completely unedited, schedule enough time afterwards for downloading and uploading video files, saving them to the right places on servers, and so on. Every week, my Get It Done group records our weekly hour-long community call using Zoom. When we're done, it's a simple matter of downloading the recording, uploading it to the community website, sending an email and Slack message that it's available for viewing. Simple, yes, and it takes about 15 to 30 minutes. Plan enough time for setup, testing, your actual video time, and cleanup. 2. Outline your talk. We ramble when we make a conversation face-to-face, and in person, this works mostly. But on video, it's much less compelling. I was watching a video YouTube about how to use a light whip, thank you John Fillmore, and the young person explaining it thought that it would be entertaining to ramble. It was not. It was agonizing. Hint to young people? The more time you spend rambling, the sooner you'll be over 30, which you may consider a fate worse than death. So outline your talk before you give it. You don't need a word-for-word script, but make sure that you know your topics, the order you'll address them, and the major points that you're going to make. 3. Face reality. Face reality. Your face is beautiful. It's gorgeous. You're the living embodiment of facial perfection. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't care. And the camera, which longs to take over the world and assume its rightful place as overlord of all humans, will do its best to make you look awful. We must fight back. The Emmy Award-winning reality TV star, author of Fearless Living, master life coach Rhonda Britton, watched one of my videos. Being a loving, caring life coach, she called me and she said,
Stever, I love you, but your eyebrows, they look like crap on video. For the love of God, use an eyebrow pencil.
When I was 18, I had beautiful, thick, amazing brown eyebrows. That was then. This is now. Now I have beautiful, thick, amazing brown eyebrow pencils. Make your eyebrows visible. Trim your beard if you have one. You might use a tiny, subtle touch of eyeliner to bring out your eyes and those false eyelashes that look so enticing at the makeup counter. Unless you're a beauty vlogger, be careful not to overdo it. Bernice found that out the hard way. Don't make her mistake. 4. Test your tech. Make sure your tech is actually working. Fire up your camera and microphone and make sure that your computer can successfully detect them. And do this using the exact precise program that you're going to be using for recording or video conferencing. Not all programs work with all devices. Go to your program's video and audio setup screens. They're usually somewhere in preferences, and you'll almost always find a preview that will let you see how you look through that camera and that microphone. 5. Tweak your tech. You look beautiful in the mirror, and now make sure you look equally gorgeous in the software. One of the most essential adjustments is white balance. It determines how blue or how yellow your image is. Depending on your lighting, natural sunlight, fluorescent, or incandescent, your video will end up with a particular color tint. Adjust the white balance so that whites actually look white, not blue or not yellow, and that will help correct all of your colors. Also, adjust your exposure, brightness, and contrast so the image is bright enough to be seen but not so bright that the highlights blow out the image. How you make these adjustments depends, unfortunately, on your webcam and the software you use, so I can't give a generic answer. Not all webcams support all of these adjustments, and not all of them give you an easy way to make them. I use a Logitech C910 webcam on a Mac, and I use the program Eyeglasses. That's the letter I, glasses. The C910 can make all of those adjustments, and the Eyeglasses software provides a control panel that actually works pretty much everywhere in the system, except, of course, for FaceTime, the Apple video conferencing program. Apple, if you're listening, fix this now. 6. Post-produce. When you record a webinar for posterity, plan some editing time afterwards. When your false eyelash falls off, to be fair, Bernice had never applied them before, and she thought that Elmer's glue would work. It wouldn't. You want to edit out the part where you shriek at the top of your lungs and you dive after it before it hits the top of the wedding cake. Use an editor like macOS Final Cut Pro or Wondershare Filmora or Camtasia. You can edit out awkward parts, you can add title screens and credits, and you can clean up the video so that it's more presentable. Video is trickier to edit than audio. With audio, you can remove and insert portions and no one who's listening can tell. With video, when you remove and insert portions, it causes jumps in the image. If you're under 25 and you're going for that jumpy ADHD editing style, this is fine. Your brain's broken anyway. I really am very sorry for your entire generation. However, if you don't want to trigger an epileptic seizure in your wedding guests, insert a fade transition of 1 to 2 seconds at the edit point. It's not perfect, but it'll give you a chance to edit out that unfortunate eyebrow malfunction. Video always takes a lot longer than you think it will, and it's more complicated. But by following these 6 steps, you'll go a long way towards making everything work and work well the first time. Bernice has abandoned the fake eyelashes. Now she's addressing the camera with a smile on her lips and a twinkle in her eye, not to mention her beautiful new eyebrows. Beloved wedding guests, friends, and family, thank you for sharing this special day with Melvin and me. To make sure we all have a good time, I would like to share 27 behavioral guidelines for proper wedding etiquette. This wedding is going to be interesting. I'm Steve Robbins. Follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter and Facebook, and if you lead an organization and you think big and you plan to change the world, I can help you organize your life to make bigger things possible without getting overwhelmed. Learn more at steverrobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.